Welcome to your CenPOS Text Manager tutorial. You'll have a few extra functionalities that other employees won't see. To start, you'll have a compiled view of all vehicles in service, unlike the advisors. They'll only be able to see their ROs or ROs assigned to them individually. As mentioned in your Getting Started tutorial, managers can use the View Account button and switch onto an advisor's account to get a narrowed down view of the advisor's ROs or to check their templates out. Once you click on an RO, you may use the More icon and change to which advisor the RO is assigned. Because the advisors only see their ROs, the reassigned RO is now transferred to the new assignee, showing in their Vehicles in Service feature. Moving on to the Search History feature, similar to Vehicles in Service, advisors can only filter for their own archived ROs. So we've gone over management within the advisor tools. Now let's go over the administrative tools only managers can see. In users, you'll have a view of all employees with access to CenPOS Text. You may remove a user's access by turning off the active button. You'll also make changes to their access to Vehicles in Service and appointments here. Users allows you to get a quick view of each employee's profile so that you don't have to switch onto their account view. Here you can quickly edit anything or even change the role the user has. Right next to View Profile, we offer the option to change any employee's password. Moving on to settings, you'll see all of your account information filled here, including your time zone configuration, the number we've provided for service customers to text, and some settings that control how the account will behave show here. We've usually configured these for you before go live, so the following is just for your information. The first, Auto Archive Closed Repair Orders, manages if and when your Vehicles and Service list will archive ROs that have been closed on your DMS. Auto Archive Idle Repair Orders manages the same for ROs that were entered manually and not via your DMS sync. Unknown Number allows you to pick one person who will receive texts from numbers that weren't previously loaded on an RO on Vehicles in Service. So in my case, if my customer's spouse takes over the conversation by texting 786-338-9416, the messages will be received by the person I select here. Moving further down, you may add an email address where you'd like to receive the CSI responses. Send Automated CSI Text Message has a time frame based on the date the RO was archived. Configure who receives the automatic CSI message with CSI Target. For the last drop-down menu, Welcome Message Target, you may edit who receives the welcome message automatically. You can always send your standard welcome message manually if you make it part of your templates list for any customer that isn't part of your general target, but you want to make an exception for. Make sure to select Save for any changes to apply. Text messages is where you'll be able to edit any default messages. The placeholders represent the parameters placed within each message to pull the proper information automatically each time. So the vehicle ready text any advisor sends to any customer will send the proper customer name, the message in between, and your company name. Make sure to select Save for any changes to apply. Landing pages is where we can edit verbiage in the RO status page or CSI page we set up for you. Make sure to select Save for any changes to apply. Pay Online is where you enable your ID so that your customers have the ability to pay online. Appointments first shows the number customers can text to show listed in the Appointments feature and not Vehicles in Service. You may set up reminder messages to be sent for right after the appointment is saved or up to 7 days before the appointment. The next setting will archive based on the configuration of the reminder we just selected. So if I configured my first setting to send a reminder immediately and archive appointments 7 days after the reminder, appointments should be created no more than 7 days beforehand, and this is not convenient. The best would be to have your reminder set up closer to the appointment date, so your appointments archive after the appointment date and not before. This unknown number field works similar to the one for vehicles in service. It allows you to pick one person who will receive texts from numbers that weren't previously loaded in an appointment. So in my case, if my customer's spouse takes over the conversation by texting 786-453-5672, the messages will be received by the person I select here. Similar to the text messages tab, using the available placeholders, you can edit your standard appointment reminder message here. Under notifications, you'll have an internal message set up in case a customer replies with N or no, canceling an appointment. Enter as many email addresses as you'd like for the notification. Make sure to select Save for any changes to apply. In service reminders, you'll configure text messages to customers after ROs have been closed for a specific amount of months, anywhere from 3 to 12 months. Below, you may edit your default message using the available placeholders shown in the text messages tab. Make sure to select Save for any changes to apply. CenPOS, engineering the future of payments.